All right, so here I'm going to quickly explain the concept of density, and I think this will help you with what we're doing in class either September 20th if you have me on a B day, or the 23rd if you have me on an A day. So we had talked about last time, matter is the stuff that makes up everything physical in the universe. And so I asked you to name some things that are made up of matter. Anything you can think of that is physical is made of matter. So you're made of matter, the air is made of matter, the chair you're sitting in is made of matter, the computer you're watching on is made of matter. Everything physical. And we said that matter has two characteristics. One is that it occupies space. We call that volume. It has volume. The other is that matter has mass. And just really simply, we said mass reflects how much matter is in a sample. So basically, how much of this stuff that makes up the universe is packed into whatever you're talking about. Now we measure volume in milliliters or liters. We measure mass using grams. Okay, now the density of a substance will relate the mass and the volume of the substance. So the density is the ratio of the mass and the volume. I'm going to say that again. We define density as the ratio between the mass and the volume of the substance. So you just take the mass and divide by the volume. The units you end up getting for density, because mass is grams and volume is milliliters, is grams per milliliter. So we say this, grams per milliliter. So we talked about this last time. Why does a quarter sink but an apple floats? Well, a quarter, and we're talking about in water. So a quarter is more dense than water. So when you put the quarter in water, the quarter is going to sink. So anything more dense than water will sink in water. Whereas an apple is less dense than water. So when you put the apple in water, it's going to float. So if an object is more dense than water, it'll sink. And if it's less dense than water, it'll float. It doesn't matter how big the quarter is. You could have the tiniest little quarter in the world, it's going to sink. It doesn't matter how big the apple is. You could have the biggest apple in the world, it's going to float.